and welcome to my presentation of evolutionary story of my living thing. The most ancient ancestor is the Iphiostega, and it lived at the end of the Devonian period. The Iphiostega has 4 legs with webbed toes and a tail. It lived in shallow waters like swamps. They adapted lungs and feet over time that helped them live on land. They also grew a stronger body to pull them from the water. This is a photo of a fossil of the Iphiostega. We know it is an ancestor because of the similar bones and how the legs and tail are shaped. In 2008, this fossil was found of the Iphiostega. Now, the Tiktaalik lived 345 million years ago during the Devonian period, late Devonian period. Tiktaalik had a wide head and long body. It has 4 fins and legs and a tail. It lived in the bottom of shallow waters and land sometimes. It adapted limb-like fins that let it go on land. We know they are related to amphibians because of the rib cage it evolved. The Triobatrachus was the first known frog on Earth. It lived about 250 million years ago. It was 10 centimeters long. It looked like a frog from today. It lived most of its time on land in Madagascar. Some adaptations this animal had is that it could breathe with air with lungs. The full skeleton was found as a fossil. It later evolved into a more modern frog called the Prolaceres. Ancestors of Prolaceres. It lived 190 million years ago. It was green with a yellow belly. It had 4 legs with webbed toes and a rounded face. It spent most of its time in water in swamp-like areas. It adapted a skeleton that could absorb the force of jumping with its legs. We know it is an ancestor because of the skeleton it adapted to absorb the force of the jumping. My living thing. My living thing is American bullfrog. It is alive today. The American bullfrog is a larger frog. Adult males have yellow neck and circle-like things behind its ears. It lives in small bodies of waters, including ponds or swamps with small lakes. It spends most of its time in the water or sometimes out of water. Its adaptations is that over time it got larger so it can survive longer. It also got stronger legs so it can jump 10 times longer than their body length. In the future, I think the bullfrog will gain in more size and have stronger legs so it can jump farther. This is the timeline of my living thing. It goes from the Tiktaalik to the Iphiostega to the Triobatrachus, the Prolaceres, and then my bullfrog. The evolution summary of my living thing. Over time, my living thing has changed through evolution and natural selection. Over 200 million years ago, the ancestor to my living thing had gills and spent most of the time in the water. Over time, it evolved lungs to breathe air. Then it started to get legs and loose fins. It was now turning into a land animal, mostly. Natural selection gave the bullfrog a larger body to help survive predators and reproduce.